All right, welcome back. We've just come from watching 318, UFC 318. Very exciting card, and we're here to talk about it. Generally, the card as itself, very good card in my opinion. I think from bottom to top, it was mostly all great fights. I want to say card of the year so far, personally. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I can't remember back to a bunch of cards we've had this year, but no, it was really good. There's a lot of decisions on the main card as well, but every fight was interesting.
John, what was your take?
Yeah, I mean, like, going into it, you look at the names and it's kind of like, okay, what is this? You know, like, obviously Holloway and Poirier is crazy, but looking into it, you like, kind of, maybe they could have put another title on the line or something, but no, the fights ended up being crazy, and yeah, all decisions, but like, really entertaining, really good. I don't know about card of the year. I remember Volk's card, whichever that one was, 314 or something.
314.
Yeah.
It's between 314 and this one for me. Maybe
Yeah.
314 was a bit better.
Yeah. But this one was a banger, and yeah, for a decision only main card, it was very good.
I didn't quite tune in for the early prelims, but I was hearing from Angus that even the early prelims were slapping from the get go. Were there any standouts in the early prelims, Angus?
Yeah, Islam Dulatov. I think that's his last name. He's got a modelling gig on Monday. So
Good looking Don.
He's very lucky that he didn't get busted up. He looked crazy. I mean, I think he fought on the Contender Series. He looked good there. Made his debut, and he looks like a beast, man. I mean, the hook that he knocked out Fugit with was, I mean, it didn't look like it had that much power on it. He caught him at the end of it. Crazy. So he's definitely one to watch out, and it helps that he's that handsome.
It doesn't hurt, being a good-looking Don. And the knockout he got, it was out of nowhere. It looked like almost like a jab, but then out of nowhere, he got a lot of power into it.
Yeah, it was a really long hook.
Very clean knockout. So would you say it was the highlight of the early prelims?
Yeah, and the UFC instantly posted it on Instagram. ESPN posted it, so they think they've got a star there, so they're hyping him up, which is cool. I think it's good. They should be hyping up, these up and coming fighters.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. And then onto the prelims. Did you have a favorite fight from the prelims, John?
I didn't really get to tune into much of that as well. I was interested in the Brandon Allen and Vettori one, but that
should have been on the main card, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought it originally was. But yeah, I don't know. That was just whatever. I was more interested in what the main card had, and especially like that first Michael Johnson fight. I was locked in for that.
I mean, on the Vettori fight, I thought it was weird that, for instance, we had Paulo Costa versus Kopylov as the second fight on the main card, and they were ranked 13 and 14th, whereas Vettori and who was it,
Brendan Allen,
were 10 and 11.
Yeah,
like they're
and
higher
ranked.
ranked.
Each other. They had
and
that punch up
it was
in
a
the
grudge
casino.
match. I would have thought it would be a main card fight, but I guess there's the name value from Costa, so that's why we got it. But
but
talk
get
us
Pitbull
through.
out of there. Why is Pitbull on the main card?
Yeah, but talk us through the Johnson and Zellhuber fight. That was.
Yeah, so look, I was wrong about that.
Yep.
I called it an assassination because I thought Michael Johnson would die in the octagon, actually. And I thought it was almost fucked up of Dana and the UFC to have that matchup. But yeah, they were right. I was wrong. Johnson fucked him up, dude. And like a 13-year age difference, he's 39. And going into the fight, he said he was on a title run again, and I think most people at home probably went, good one, dude, But that fight was heated very well, and surprising.
Someone
what a
spiked
beast.
Zellhuber with ketamine, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know
he
what was going on. He just didn't look very good. All his kicks, he's just throwing bare, just hitting arms because they're so easy to see coming.
Yeah.
It was straight shots, and that's it. I mean, I don't know. I expected more from Zellhuber for sure. I mean, when Michael Johnson dropped him, I'm like, it's just, there's no way. He looks fast. For 39, he looks fast, man.
Before we get too deep into the main card, I do just want to give a shout out to, I don't want to butcher his name, but Gautier. got a really swift knockout in the first round in the prelims against Valentin. And he looked slick, he looked strong, he looked powerful. And he's 23. Yeah. He's
and
a
he
young
looked patient
guy.
as well.
Yeah, like
he wasn't rushing it.
You'd think most guys, when they would get someone rocked, they would run after it. But he was patient. He kept composed once he rocked Valentin, and that could be a star in the making. So I'm keen to see where he goes. But anyway, some good prelims. But on to the main card. I really liked the Holland and Rodriguez fight.
That was crazy.
That was a brawl, and I personally, I think Holland won that fight, so I was a bit surprised by the outcome. It was pretty close. I understand it. I think the first and the third round, I kind of gave to Holland, but I think they were pretty up in the air, so I can see how they could go either way. But then the second round was clearly D-Rod's round, so I'm not surprised that, I guess, D-Rod gets it across the line, but I thought Kevin Holland had a good performance, and I thought he was taking that one home, but no, shout out to D-Rod.
Yeah, man. D-Rod looked good. Kevin Holland kept going with that jumping knee from in close. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking with that one. Yeah, I know. I love it. But he was just kind of figuring it out as he went on, I think. He thought about that Dast choke, but he wasn't quite there. But yeah, D-Rod, he looked good. I've forgiven him now for robbing the leech when they fought, 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, he can't complain with a performance like that. You'd think that they're going to get the 50k bonus. I can't think. Oh, no, would it be fair? Main event.
Main event.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, before the main event, that was the fight of the night. But unless, do you have any other fights to talk on, John, or should we get into the weeds, the meat and potato?
Not really. I was kind of. I'll be real with the main card. I was kind of wrong about most of my predictions, except for the Paulo Costa fight.
I went 0-5.
Yeah, I went 1-5. Yeah.
You want to talk about getting it wrong? Like Angus and I were talking. We were 0-4 going into the final fight on the main card. We had gotten every single fight wrong, but then Angus had picked Dustin, I'd picked Max. So I was saying, look, one of us is going to be wrong all the way, and to break into it, Angus was wrong because Max Holloway came out with the decision win over Dustin Poirier. Let's talk through it, John. I want to hear straight away. I want to hear your thoughts.
No, I'm pretty happy and satisfied with that. Dustin's my guy. Got me into the sport. I love him. He's the GOAT to me. But Max Holloway's also like top 3 favorite for me. I think it's Dustin, Volk, and Max for me. Those are my guys. So, I was happy there was no knockout in that round 1 when Dustin got knocked down. I would shit my pants, I think, actually. But then, Dustin just kept going like he always does. Just keeps going. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was beautiful, really. Just to see him make it to the end, no knockout. It wasn't a retirement like Korean Zombies, like he went the whole way. He dropped Max Holloway, which the only other person ever to do that is Poirier, so in his final fight. So yeah, I'm very happy, and I think that's probably best for the sport as well, because Dustin winning would have been great, but the Holloway win gives us another title run for Holloway, I think. Maybe not immediately. I personally think maybe Oliveira would be a good matchup next for him.
Thinking. Do you really think you could do Max versus Poirier at lightweight, or is it going to be more of the same?
Not immediately. I think you could get there. But instead of Charles, I'm thinking Pimlet. I think you go Max against Pimlet, and that's if Ilya and Arman, or if Ilya does fight Pimlet, then you do Max and Arman. I think between those four should be fighting each other.
That's not a bad shout.
I think that's what makes sense. And I was rooting for Max to win. If for any of you watched our last episode, I picked Max to win. And I wanted him to win, but in that first round where he nearly KO'd, he nearly had Dustin down and out in the first round. I didn't want that to happen, not like that in the retirement fight. So that was scary. That was scary for everyone. I was in the pub and everyone was in, it was scary hours. But I do think it was the perfect fight. perfect outcome for, two guys that everyone loves. No one wanted to see someone lose that fight, but it was a scrap. It was fun. Both guys got after it. But I think at the end of the day, Max did just look better pretty well the whole fight. And I think my one gripe is that I think Dustin slightly bitched it in the last 10 seconds when Max is pointing down, Max is going for it, and Max is already winning this fight, by the way. He has this fight in the bag, but he's got the balls to risk it. He has his hands down and he's just swinging. And Dustin is just in the shell. I think he swung once. So wasn't too happy seeing Dustin slightly bitch it, but it's whatever. I get it. But if anything, it's a shout out to Max for just the balls of it, and I love that about him.
You wouldn't want to see Dustin go down right at the end of his retirement, though. You want him to be able to have an interview and react, and because that video that they had after the fight ended was just amazing. So yeah, it's nice when you've got a 10-second moment like in the Gaethje fight, but you don't want to see someone flat on the floor, I think. So I was okay with seeing Dustin clinch up and the fight end.
Yeah. I thought, and he threw Dustin's thing's the right hook. I saw him, I think he threw 2 right hooks.
Yeah.
And that didn't do anything to Holloway, so I can understand him being like,
I did my... kind of use his power move.
Yeah, that was his thing. He threw 2 of them and it didn't do anything, so he's like, all right, I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Let's see this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Max winning is definitely better for the division than, Dustin going out on a win, even though it would have been nice to see. But Max looked big, man. You watch him standing next to Dustin, he looked huge.
Yeah.
Like, obviously he looked big against Gaethje, but in that fight, I was like, wow. He's put on a lot of size.
Yeah. It's something they don't really talk about when you, because obviously they've fought at lightweight before, but that was when Dustin was already fully adjusted to the division, whereas Max was featherweight champ, just gaining 10 pounds just to come up and fight Dustin. It wasn't a full transition. It was just like gain that bit of weight.
The size difference was crazy back 2019 to now.
Yeah, even though it's the same weight, you can tell it's like a pure change in division rather than just a quick like weight gain. Yeah,
for sure.
I think because now Max is officially committed to the lightweight division. He's out of the featherweight rankings. He's committed to it, and honestly, I want to talk about lightweight Max Holloway. I think he looks so much better than him at featherweight. He looks there's more power behind his punches. Like, he's obviously known as a volume striker. Like, he outstrikes people, but not always with as much power. But like, gosh, he looks more powerful, and he still looks so quick. He looks so quick. So I really am keen to see. Like, I think he's not that he needed to revive his career, but like, I think he really has in a way revived his career, because I'm thoroughly invested again in Max Holloway and where he goes, because there is a world where he is champ again. It's
at the end of the third Volk fight, people were kind of saying, well, is this the end of Max? Is that kind of all he's got for us? But he was still so young, and it's like, he can't retire. And then he moves up to lightweight, and he's looked like a killer there. It's just a shame that Ilya's also moved up at the same time and kind of rained on his parade a bit. Yeah. So he's a professional hater.
Yeah.
From the card, who do you guys all have for fight of the night?
Yeah, it's got to be main event, I think.
Yeah, main event. Max. Yeah. Big time.
I think that is the obvious pick. I feel like that's pretty unanimous. For the sake of it, if we look excluding that fight, what's the runner-up for each of you? Let's go, John. What's your runner-up?
It's probably the D-Rod Holland fight, or I was just impressed with the Johnson fight as well. Like, even though it wasn't, I think the Rodriguez Holland fight was crazy. Like, with Johnson, I was just more surprised he did so well and took the win. Whereas both guys in the Rodriguez and Holland fight, they went crazy. There was a good argument for a stoppage on both sides during the fight, and the fact that it was a 3-round fight and both guys could have been TKO'd is like crazy.
Fair. I think I want to talk about Costa's performance a bit. I think he looked really good.
Yeah.
He wasn't just going forward, kind of crushing him with shots. He looked really measured. I think Kopylov didn't look great at all. I mean, he tends to circle towards people's power shots because he always tends to circle left. But he wasn't really adjusting well at all. He wasn't using the lead leg kick at all to move Costa.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think with Paulo Costa, I chose and picked him to win, and he was the one I got right in the main card. But it was surprising for me how like dominant it was. Really, I thought it would have been close, and he would have eventually won by decision because he kind of seems to be a bit like that. But yeah, I don't know. It was. I guess I wasn't super familiar with Kopolov's style, and I thought it would have been closer. But yeah, it really wasn't. Costa looked really good.
He wasn't using his lead leg kick at all. Obviously, southpaw versus orthodox, you'd think it's right there, eat it up a bit, but nah, he didn't look great. And Costa, he did his thing, and he's still proven that he's a top middleweight guy. So good on him.
Well, yeah, I think that was important as well because I was looking at his record, and it's just losses. Costa had a good start to his career, but then it was loss after loss. He beat Luke Rockhold, but then coming off another 2 losses. His last fight against was Strickland. So I really felt like he needed this fight to stay up there in the rankings. Like I think now he could fight someone like Allen maybe. That could be fun. But yeah, he's staying in it, which is good for his career. Don't know what will happen with Kopylov, but yeah. Anyway, moving on from the card, which again I thought was a great card. Really happy, really good ending to Poirier's career. Do you guys have any tributes to the Poirier fans out there? I know, John, obviously you're a diehard Poirier fan. Do you have any last tributes you want to give to your homeboy?
Yeah, look, he's a beautiful man, really. Let's just all acknowledge that. Number one. What a great guy. And congrats to Holloway for winning the fight, but it is 2-1 at the end of the day, and the guy beat Conor McGregor twice. The list goes on. Yeah, interim champ against Holloway. He's just unbelievable, really. And I think it's a good. It's interesting seeing when you look at that massive rivalry between McGregor and Poirier at the time, and you see how they handled the whole situation. McGregor was super bitter, made it very personal. Was really just horrible during that period. And Dustin, I feel like, handled it with a lot of class and a lot of, during that whole thing, was kind of handled it as best as he could. And not only winning both fights, but just being respectful. And you look at the week that both of them have had this week, and I think it's cool how it's kind of reflected, and how McGregor's had maybe the worst week of his life, and Poirier's maybe had the best. So yeah, it's good.
It's not getting any easier for him.
Yeah.
It's funny how he embraced that as well. But yeah, look, Poirier, very lovable guy. I think he's going to go down as one of the greatest fighters to, I guess he was interim champ, but he unfortunately never did win the undisputed title, but he's going to be one of the greatest guys that didn't quite get over the line. Incredible fighter, incredible career, lots to be proud of, and salute to you, Poirier, and I wish you the best in your future endeavours, and I hope you stick around in the scene. Yeah, best of luck. So, all right, next. We're going to briefly touch on the next card we have coming up. Fight Night, Whittaker versus DeRuyter. Honestly, this is a very stacked card, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's a number of fights I'm really keen to see. First of all, Whittaker versus DeRuyter itself. Who have you guys got? I mean, obviously, in case you guys can't tell, we are all Australian, so we're going to be backing our boy Rob. But do you guys do you think he can get it across the line?
Well, I've been Whittaker's number one boy for very, very long. And I was thinking about it today, and I was very confident. And then I remembered that DeRuyter's a southpaw, which is not a good thing, because for some reason, jabs from southpaws, Rob hates. Cannonier dropped him with a jab from southpaw. Duplessis did it as well. When Izzy switched to southpaw, Rob didn't like it. So I'm hoping that doesn't play a factor, because I think on the feet, Rob's definitely much more technical. DeRuyter, he's aggressive, he walks forward, he's going to take you down, he's going to try and submit you. I don't think it's the same kind of aggression and strength that you get from someone like Hamza. Like, I don't see Rob getting submitted in a minute. I think if he plays his cards right, he can definitely keep on the feet, because he's wrestled with, some really legit guys. I mean, Romero didn't take him down that much, but still. You know, Rob was qualified for the Commonwealth Games for wrestling, just between the Romero fights for fun. Like, you know, he can grapple. I'm just really hoping that Southpaw Orthodox matchup doesn't play a role at all, because I can definitely see him beating Dorita, but there's always that little 10% what if, especially when it's something that Dorita would know that Rob doesn't like. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm going with Rob. It's on at 4:30 in the morning, the main card. So if I have to be awake at like 5 o'clock seeing Rob get starched, I will be very unhappy, to say the least.
Is it by decision or is it knockout, TKO?
Yeah, I think it's... Well, I think Dorita, when you watch his fights in one, when he's winning, he looks really good. When he starts losing against Malikan, I think he tapped to strikes. He gives up. So if Rob can really put the pressure on him, show him that this isn't ONE FC anymore, this is the big leagues. Obviously, ONE's a very good promotion, but it's not the UFC. I think Rob could finish him late, but I would probably say, based on Rob's track record, it's probably going to be a decision.
Fair. Honestly, I second that. I think this will be a pivotal point in Rob's career as well. I think this fight will really tell us if Rob can still be up there and hang with the top fighters, or if this might be not beginning of the end, but, you know, he's been on a bit of a down streak. He did get the win against Costa, but he's had a rough run and obviously got his jaw snapped against Hamzat. So I think this is an important fight. I think he's definitely got the skills to do it. I will be picking Rob. I'll pick Rob to win. Yeah, I think decision is fair. Is it? Do you know if it's a 3-round fight or?
No, it's main event.
Should be 5.
5?
It's always
Cool.
5.
Look, I'm going to pick Rob, but look, I was wrong on most picks today, so
Don't listen to me.
don't.
Clearly,
Yeah.
this is not my sport.
I mean, none of us did very well, to be fair, so we'll see. But John, who are you picking?
Yeah, I'm picking Rob as well. I just think, I like to think at least that he's learnt from Duplessis. I feel like Dorita's kind of got a similar Looney Tunes-esque style, and just kind of throws hands. And I like to think, although Whittaker lost to DDP, obviously Dorita's not on that same level and doesn't have that same width that Duplessis has. So
That's true.
yeah, we'll see. I think Whittaker's been good recently, apart from the Chimaev thing that was rough. But his fight before that, he looked very good, very clean. So I'm hoping he's still got it. We'll see.
Brilliant. Well, it's going to be a good event regardless. Some other big fights we have in it. We have Movsar Evloev. However, I think I've seen some things of he's not actually fighting anymore.
Oh, is that really?
So,
They haven't removed it.
if it's not going ahead, hopefully they can replace it with a good fight. We'll see. But even if not, there's still some other big fights in there. We've got Shara Bullet. I'm always keen to see what he does. He's such a crafty striker. He didn't look quite as good in his last fight, but
MVP
otherwise... And there is, MVP and Cannonier on this fight, is it? No. Sorry, that's...
Shara's last fight.
Oh, right.
Fighting
Sorry,
MVP, it's hard.
Yes. I think MVP is fighting Cannonier on a coming up event.
That sounds fun.
I think that might be a...
Because, he's at middleweight now. So
it's coming up at some point. But then we've also got, I know Bryce Mitchell's fighting...
Saeed Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, of course, Peter McGee.
Piotr Jan, the guy, the little man.
Look,
He tried to fight
him.
Andrei Arlovsky once. Arlovsky's a heavyweight, and he was, saying something about Russia.
He's about it, man.
He's like,
He's
what are you
about
talking
it.
about? He's tough. He's
But
scary.
I want to see him do well because I think he's pretty respected as one of the most talented fighters in the whole UFC. But there's tough competition. Do I think he could get up in against Merab? Probably not. But I'd like to see him hang around the top there and get a few wins under his belt. And I'd like to see him go far. So I'm taking Jan there. And any other big fights you guys are keen for on that card? Or I think that's most
I
of
think
the
the
big
Jan
ones.
Jan fight's the main one that the Rob fight, but then the Jan fight I'm very keen for. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I think McGee's going to start really fast. Jan tend to kind of drop the first round, but I think Jan's going to start to put it on him in the second and third, because McGee gets tired. He's jacked, you know. He's so big that his cardio is not the best, and he eats leg kicks. So, yeah, I think Jan's going to start to put it on him, and it's going to look like classic pure Jan, hopefully.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's funny that Bryce Mitchell's still going, and I just want to ask, does anyone know if this Nurmagomedov, is he one of the... is he related to like Khabib, or is this like just a coincidence that he's...
I don't think so.
He's just a coincidence?
Yeah, I don't think he is.
Okay.
I think the only ones that we've got, like Usman, Umar, Khabib, and then I think they're the main ones. And then there's like childhood friends or whatever.
Yeah.
If he's Dagestani, they probably know each other.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. Well, you'll hear from us more on that card right after it's happened next week, next Monday. So tune in for that. But with that being said, we're going to move on to our main segment for today.
Drum roll.
Let's get straight into this bitch.
All right, so today we're going to be ranking the best fighters to never become UFC champion. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the top 10, who we think are the top 10. However, we're going to be doing this list together. So, for instance, we're going to go in a snake order of John's going to be picking the first guy, Angus is picking the second, I'm picking the third, and we'll carry on through there. But we're going to have discourse about it. So, to kick us off, John, who is the best fighter to never become UFC champion?
Let me think about this one. It's Dustin Poirier. What are we talking about here, dude? Obviously.
Well, you just knew that was going to happen.
Now, look, I mean, do I have to retread this resume? I mean, 2 Conor McGregor wins, 2 Max Holloway wins, 1 fucking what's his name? Who's that guy again? Michael Chandler. No, I mean, look, it speaks for itself. Alvarez, Pettis, like it's just you go back in every fight. Hooker, he was just given monsters. Even Saint-Denis, like the craziest guys, and a lot of them are wins by KO, TKO. Yeah, that's my pick for number 1 personally.
It's not a bad pick at all.
Look,
it's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. I don't. He's not my number 1, but he's certainly up there, and I think it is a topical time. If he's ever the number 1, it's right now. It's hard that, we've just watched through, videos of his career. He's had an incredible career. I'm not going to fight you on it. I think it's a fair pick. He's in my top 3 anyway, so he has been interim champion as well, so there's a nod. He really almost got there, and he's hung around the top of the division for the majority of his career. So look, it's a fair pick. I'm not mad about it. Fair enough. Poirier's the top guy. Angus. He's earned to be there. Angus, who have you got number 2?
We're going with Alexander Gustafsson. This dude brought John Jones to easily the hardest fight of his career at that point in time. You think the Reyes fight came later, but at that point, definitely, he was a beast. And then DC fought DC for the belt to a split decision, a fight again that people say he won. He lost to Rumble, rest in peace, but, Rumble's a beast.
Yeah.
He did go on a bit of a skid after that. He became an Anthony Smith victim, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
But, Anthony Smith is... You never know what you're going to get with Anthony Smith. But when you just look at his knockout against Glover, he's just a beast. At that point in time, he was scary. The second John fight, wasn't his best performance, sure. But that was like mega steroid John, I think. He shaved his head because he was losing it from all the tests he was on. But... when you look at who he's facing, John Jones, DC, and he's taking them to close fights, you've got to say Gustafsson. You have to.
Look, I think it's a fair pick. I'm not mad about it. I had him towards the top of my list. Not quite this high, but it's a fair point where he took the deep waters he took Jones to. The closest fight Jones has ever had. If he was, some people would argue, as you said, he won the fight, so he, getting that close to beating, most would regard the GOAT. Look, you have to give him props. Did he have other title fights?
There was the 2 ones with John. There was the interim one with Rumble, which he lost, and the one with DC.
Look, so he's had a few title shots. I'm not mad at it. Again,
it's about what
I
he's
didn't
doing.
quite have him this. Yeah, and he Very, very talented. Very good. He's up there. Well deserved. I don't know. I had some guys over him.
We can change it around at the
Speaking
end
of-
if you want, Jamie.
Potentially, because speaking of, a guy I personally had very, very high on my list is someone that many people would actually consider the GOAT of a division. Now, how does that work? Well, I have Fedor. Who never actually fought in the UFC, but outside of the UFC, one of the greatest heavyweights we have ever seen. His resume is extensive, and he just looks so dominant. Yeah, he got a few losses towards the end of his career, which doesn't really help the case. But the fact people consider him the GOAT of a division that he never even fought in, guys,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
For me, Fedor.
In Bellator. So good. But no, back in Pride, he was scary, man. All those old Pride fights are so good.
Yeah.
Bring back soccer kicks. Bring back soccer kicks.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, man. But it's pretty clear cut for me. So,
Don't ask about what his brother does.
what is it? Hey,
Apparently
Jock, what
he's
does his brother do? Can you look that up? I want to know.
Isn't this the same reason why he never got into UFC? Is that the...
I think it was because Dana was like, oh, he didn't want to fight. But I think it's just because Dana didn't offer him enough money. Because Fedor would have been making heaps of money from all those corrupt Japanese
Yeah.
promotions.
His brother had hepatitis B. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
I heard that he was like into kids or something. Maybe that was fake news.
Oh, okay. A little different, yeah.
John, who's coming in at number 4?
Okay, look, I want to be honest. I've got some guys on this list that I will admit. Look, I'll try and fight for them, but they're maybe more personal favourites of mine rather than. I think with Poirier, both applies, right? He's a personal favourite of mine. I love him, and I can just list the resume. Whereas I've got some guys here that look, maybe the resume is not as good, but in terms of their fights that they've been through, fighting styles, everything. Another guy that comes to mind for me, controversial maybe, is Nate Diaz.
Alexander Emelianenko was not into kids, but he was sent to 4.5 years in prison for sexual assault. So it was a human. Sorry,
I have just found
an
that
adult.
as well.
He was an
yeah.
adult, but unfortunately, not good.
Yeah, look, I see your case, but like, I can't really get past it when I think his own brother is better as well. So if we were going to go for any Diaz, I would go for Nick. I had him pretty high up, but like, yeah, Nate also very, very good. Obviously, he beat McGregor, which no one was expecting. Very fun fighter. His fight against Cowboy Cerrone, I thought that was one of his best performances, and he looked excellent in. And he was up there in the division for most of his career, so he's up there. I think that his number 4 spot is probably wildly a bit too high for him. But Angus, what do you think of Nate Diaz in number 4?
I think he's very funny. I like Nate Diaz. Yeah, I'd say 4 is, probably high. I mean, people will say, oh, he nearly knocked out Leon. But, it's Leon Edwards is maybe not the best UFC champion that we've seen in a long time. But, look, Nate's definitely legit. So is Nick as well. I think in terms of beating Conor, that definitely upped his stock maybe a bit higher than it actually was. But look, he had a good career. You can't argue with that. I mean, the Masvidal fight was that's how he got the BMF belt. So you can't complain.
Angus, who's number 5? Who's the 5th best?
I'm thinking it's got to be the experiment that was made in a lab by Cuban communists, Yoel Romero.
Oh,
His neck is fused, his head is fused together with his neck, and you kick him in the head and nothing happens. He's a beast. He's had a lot of opportunities to fight for the title, and he got pretty damn close in quite a few of them. I mean, the second Rob fight, he couldn't win the belt, obviously, because he didn't cut enough weight, because he's so large. But that's a fight that people say that realistically Romero won. I mean, he dropped Rob heavy in the 5th round. I think it was the 5th round. And Rob had to, he was on shaky legs for the rest of the round there. The Adesanya fight, you could make an argument that Romero won because nothing happened. So he landed that big shot, nothing happened, and he goes, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to coast the rest of the fight. But so did Izzy. The Costa fight, you could argue that he won that one as well, which led to Costa getting the title shot. You know, when you talk about... And also, some of the guys that he beat, I mean, that Luke Rockhold knockout, that was assault, right? Like, that wasn't a fight. That should not be allowed to happen. He's a beast. There's a reason that people say he's made in a lab. And he started his MMA career at 36. 36. After winning Olympic medals. He's a scary man. And he's still fighting. I think he does bare knuckle now.
Yeah,
Is he actually?
He fought in the he fought in Bellator, and he had some split decision losses there. And now I think he's doing bare knuckle.
Yeah, I think Connor's
Imagine having to fight.
bare knuckle, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine having to fight Yoel in a bare knuckle fight.
Yeah.
And you hit him in his head. Like, to turn around, he has to move his whole body. He can't just turn his neck because he got dropped on it in wrestling and it's all like fused together. He's a beast, man.
Oh man.
It's got to be.
Look, yeah, I actually just straight up agree. I had him exactly number 5 on my list. And yeah, like an absolute boogeyman. No one wanted to fight this guy.
Would you?
Literally just a specimen. The fact that he started his career so late, and also literally just physically, he was well built. Absolute dog. Can't be mad. I'm surprised he never did quite get over the hump. But yeah, very skilled fighter. And while we're on the topic of boogeymen, I wanted to put some other guy up here at number 6. But we're on the topic of boogeymen, so I'm going to put another absolute boogeyman by the name El Kukui, Tony Ferguson. An absolute boogeyman no one wanted to fight, especially back in his prime. Like, we don't have to talk about the latter end of his career because it's scary, it looks grim. But back when he was on a 13-fight win streak through the hardest division at the time, the lightweight division, he's infamous for loving the pain. He was a scary guy. No one wanted to fight him. There was the dream fight that never quite happened between him and Khabib. But yeah, he was interim champion at some point, so he got very close as well, but he never quite got over the hump. But man, back in his prime, he was something, man. He was something.
That Gaethje fight was just so hard to watch, man.
Yeah.
Such a shame. That was meant to be the Khabib fight. COVID messes it up. He drops Gaethje as well in the second round, but then he just gets beat up.
The beginning of the end.
The writing was on the wall because he lost a round to Cowboy the fight before as well. You don't want to be losing a round to Cowboy if you're fighting for a belt. But no, he was legit. You don't win
back in the heyday,
fights
man.
In a row for
13.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I will say though, look, a bit of a hot take, maybe. Right? He's great. He's the man. But the whole glove and the baseball thing, like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Who you fighting street?
Yeah. Hey, sunglasses. Yeah, I think
good.
That whole look, man, it's his style, whatever. He can be, I mean, who's going to tell him it looks bad? Like, he'll just murder you, I guess, with his bare hands. But that whole, I don't know if that whole aesthetic just wasn't really yeah. Look, man.
When he goes on to Verdum, hold on, I'm talking, brother. Verdum's like a heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's got his hoodie on and his sunglasses, hood up in like the middle of the day.
Yeah.
He's not a normal person, but I guess he fights people in cages for a living. So
True.
You can't expect him to be.
He's not normal at all. Anyway, that's my pick. John, coming in at number 7. Who have you got?
A guy we've already mentioned, and maybe I should have put him 4th now that I'm looking back. But I've got Anthony Johnson. I think unbelievable guy. And it's super unfortunate what happened to him. Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned before, he had the win against Gus Gustafsson. I never knew it. Gustafsson, is that the best way to say it?
Well, rest in peace for starters. Yeah, look, Rumble, he's definitely a legend of the sport. I mean, the power that he had in his hands. I mean, as we were saying before, he beat Gustafsson for an interim belt. Most of his losses came from rear naked chokes. Grappling wasn't exactly his forte. But, when you're talking about pioneers of the sport, early legends of the sport, and guys that no one wanted to fight, you've got to talk about Rumble. Just the devastating power. Same way with the Rampage as well. You know, all those guys. Yeah, if you don't bring them up, something's wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that is a deserved spot. I did have him on my list. I agree. There is one guy that is missing up here that I really hope you're about to name, Angus. Who have we got at number 8?
Oh, jeez, you got me nervous now. Yeah, I was going to say Alistair Overeem.
That's funny because I actually had him number 8. However, there's a guy that I had ranked very damn high that we still haven't named.
Who am I missing?
But
Reem. Yeah, look, when you think about longevity, I mean, Reem was around. Reem was fighting in Pride, and then he was still winning in, 20... When did he retire? 21? 22? He fought Augusto Sakai, I think is one of them towards the end. Obviously, he's unfortunately well known for that highlight reel against Ngannou when he got sent to space. But look, back when he was Uberim, when he was on the sauce eating all that horse meat, he was a scary guy. I mean, he got close to beating Stipe. He, unfortunately, then he got knocked out. But when you're thinking about kickboxers from that Dutch background or that Dutch style background with also really good submissions, you've got to think about Overeem. He always put on a show. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes he was on the other end of it.
I can't lie. When I think of Overeem, the one thing I can never not think of is just that one clip of when he's flexing on the stage, juiced through the gills, and everyone, the girls behind him are just looking at him like genuine, just
it's all that horse
behemoth.
Meat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just the horse meat, straight from the Liver King. It's legit. It's legit.
Yeah, no.
I can't be mad at that. Look, at number 9, I'm taking Dan Henderson.
Yeah. Dude, the knockout of a Bisping. Whew.
Yeah. I mean,
Poor
like,
Bisping.
and then obviously again he did fight Bisping later on for the title. Didn't quite get it. Fair enough, retirement fight. But he did beat the man I named earlier, Fedor. Fair play.
Yeah,
he beat Wanderlei Silva, the Axe Murderer. By the way, that is the fucking coolest name ever. Like, what does a guy have to do to get that? Like, goddamn. Yeah.
Watch him fight. That's what he has to do.
But yeah, like, not for his UFC career, to say the least, but for things he did in the MMA space, I'm putting Dan Henderson up on this list at number 9.
The H-bar.
All right.
Honourable mentions at the end too.
We will. But before we get to honourable mentions, for the number 10 pick, we each are going to elect a name and we're going to decide which name is right. Who would you like to elect, John?
I'm going to go Joseph Benavidez.
Yeah, that's fair.
Purely out of... He had such a good career, wins, with his first 4 losses only being to Dominic Cruz and Mighty Mouse DJ. So, like, I mean, then they're just, like, arguably the GOATs of their division. And that's the only time he was losing that first bit of his career. So, yeah, that's my guy.
Look, I kind of back that. That might be my pick, but for the sake of putting another name in there, like, what do we think of Chael Sonnen? He's undefeated.
True.
30-0.
Fuck, I forgot about him.
Permanent damage to John Jones.
Yeah.
He only lost to Anderson Silva because he thought that if you tap, you lose the round. I mean, that's a mistake that can happen to anyone.
Yeah, really.
But no, look, he was beating up Anderson for 24 minutes.
24 minutes.
Till he wasn't.
Angus, do you have any other names to consider?
I think I'd probably lean towards Benavidez. I think you could also say Wonderboy. I mean, obviously he can't grapple, but he had that draw with Tyron Woodley. You could also say Carlos Condit. I mean, the Robbie Lawler fight. People say that he won, but I'd probably lean towards Benavidez. Faber, you could mention.
Uriah Faber's a good shout.
WEC, he was a beast.
I really think it's Benavidez, but honourable mentions also to people like Crow Cop. That's someone we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Never panned out really in the UFC like that, but back in Pride, he was a scary man. Those head kicks were something else. I think he lost to Brendan Sharp, didn't he, in the UFC?
Did he?
Poor guy.
Man.
Happens to the best of us.
All right, guys.
You wanna
Well,
move
that
around,
is
Jamie?
our. That is our. Nah, look, I'm happy with it. I think that's a good list. So with that being said, that is our list of the 10 best fighters to never become a UFC champion. A lot of these guys came close. We've got quite a few interim champions on here, but all of these guys, incredible careers. Obviously, the man of the minute, Poirier. We're giving him the number 1 slot. He's the man of the minute. Salute to you, my friend.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That being said, it's on to tap out time. Let's go! All right, so first thing we're going to do emoji guesser. So we're going to be guessing the fighter from the emojis. All right? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's run it. We're going to start off nice and easy. Who is this?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Look, so
It's
you guys
Conor
get the
McGregor.
idea. You guys get the idea.
Go ahead, John.
It could be a lot of people, really, but I'm going to go Dustin Poirier.
Okay. This is Dustin Poirier, man of the minute.
Yes.
Next one. Ramping up a bit, but...
Ding.
Who
Mighty Mouse.
Who is this fighter? This is Demetrius Johnson, Mighty
Yes,
Mouse.
dude.
All right.
Yeah, do we need a buzzer?
Yeah, I think we need a buzzer.
No. You guys are working together. It's
Oh, okay.
You're trying to get it.
Okay.
It's gonna get harder. A little bit harder.
Marab.
Fuck. You're
Yes,
getting this
I
too
agree.
quickly.
I agree.
Why is this Marab?
Cardio.
Infinite.
It's not EPO.
This is Marab Devasheli. This is infinite cardio.
Dvalishvili.
You'd go with the Chow Sonnen.
Look, I give up. Whatever. It's Marab. It's the current
True.
champion. All right. Next one. Who is this fighter?
DC.
This is not Daniel Cormier.
What? How is
Fuck.
it not DC?
Throw some names out
Masvidal?
there. This is not Jorge Masvidal.
Okay.
Guys.
Cheeseburger fries. Paddy Pimblett. He gets fat.
This
Oh,
is
true.
the man, the balloon himself,
Ah.
Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, it's
Ballooning
go.
up. All right, this next one. Bit harder. How are you going to interpret this? What are you seeing? What are you thinking?
Someone who's really scary.
A demon, you could say.
a demon. Like, I don't know what the middle. Like,
Bryce Mitchell.
why are you looking?
Ah, good guess.
True.
This is not Bryce Mitchell.
Ah.
You're seeing a demon. What are you seeing in the middle? What is that?
Guy with curly
Very
eyeballs.
confused.
One could say crazy.
Crazy demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've given me one name. What are we doing?
Oh,
Fire some names out there.
a little goblin or gremlin of some sort.
But they're all unhinged. They fight in cages for a living.
Extra.
Tony Ferguson.
This is Tony Ferguson.
Hey.
Come on, we mentioned this earlier. Absolutely
Yes.
unhinged.
Yes.
When I'm in pain, I love it. This
now,
next
I did
one,
think-
guys.
I did-
This
yeah.
next one. Come on. Who is this?
McGregor.
This is not Conor McGregor.
What?
Who is this fighter?
You got a Big Mac and a microphone.
You said it.
DC.
This is Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, there we go.
He's a Big Mac. He's on the mic, and he is a champion.
True.
All right, last one I've got for you. Who is this?
Steroid wrestler.
Loves watching TV.
Oh, there's a few of them.
But you're on the right track.
Well,
On TV. The
Marab.
TV.
He's on gear.
This is not Marab.
Where does the TV come into play?
Steroid wrestling.
Brock Lesnar.
This is
True.
Brock Wrestler. Oh fuck. Sorry. This is Brock Lesnar.
That's his real name.
It's like a knockoff shirt you get in like Bali. It's Brock Wrestler.
It's Brock Wrestler. See, he's on steroids and he's doing wrestling on the screen.
Yeah.
Next thing we're gonna do, we've got keep for, cut for. All right, so the way this one's gonna work is I'm gonna be naming fighters, and it's kind of like a blind ranking where you can either keep the fighter or you're cutting the fighter, and you don't know who is coming next. The order doesn't really matter. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Where is the lever be?
All right, first up, Charles Oliveira. Are you keeping him or are you cutting him?
At this stage in his career? Or all time?
All
Oh,
time.
it's up to us. All time.
It's up to you.
It's hard, man. He has a place in my heart. I'm sure, like everybody. I feel most people. I want to say keep, but I don't know who else is on this list because it could be a good card
Yeah.
as well. What are you thinking?
I reckon we'll go Kate.
Good.
He's
Good.
had a very
Keeping
good
him.
career.
Yeah.
A lot of losses, but kind of makes it more special.
True.
All right, second pick, Dan Hooker.
Cut.
Cut.
I love him,
It's-
but
Plain
Yeah.
and simple cut.
I love him, and he's doing really well now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Gamrot win was
No, you
good.
could have worse people coming up.
Yeah, Gamrot win was really good.
Yeah, but
I think Gamrot's overrated, but
yeah,
still, good win.
yeah.
Magomed Ankalaev.
He got knocked out by Paul Craig.
Currently a champion.
That was with like a second to go. I think, we'll cut him. He's gone. See you, mate.
He's gone?
He's good. He's really good, but see you, mate.
Yeah, look, he's good. He's the champion. But, yeah, I think his lack of charisma and lack of likability makes me think about...
He's always complaining.
Always, constantly, yeah.
He is a complainer, and for that he's getting cut.
After the draw with Jan, he's complaining, I'll never fight in the UFC again.
Yeah.
That was a clear draw.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Ridiculous.
what are you doing with Demetrius Johnson, DJ Mighty Mouse? Where's he going?
Keep.
Big keep.
You can't. Yeah.
Is that the plain and simple, easiest keep of your life? I think it should
Easiest,
be DJ.
Because you
Let's
think about
do
what
it.
he did in one as well.
Yeah.
Dude, he was great
Now-
in one. That
Now,
fucking
what are
Blood
you
Tank was
doing?
awesome.
What are you doing with Anderson Silva?
Keep.
I'm keeping that streak. He's still the record, right? His streak. Of
He
title
is
defenses.
the record holder with
Still,
16. No, it's not title defenses. His
Oh, it's
record.
just
His
title
record
wins.
is 16 win streak.
Right.
However,
Still win
Marab
streak.
is coming for it at 13.
Mm.
Yeah, wow. You'd think that Marab might get
All right, guys, got to be careful. You've got only one keep left. Your next pick
Okay.
is Sean Strickland. Are you keeping Sean Strickland?
See
Are you
ya.
keeping it?
Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
All right, one each, one left each way. Are you going to risk it? What are you doing with Zhang Wei Li?
Oh. Number one. Keeping it. Well, I'm
As a
keeping
keep?
it. That's for me, she is.
What if I have John Jones?
You could have John Jones and DC next. In one. I'm still keeping John.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
I agree.
You
She's
keeping it?
she's a beast, and it would be almost sexist to put her in the cut thing, I think.
Yeah,
so I
I
want to
agree.
avoid that.
And we are not
Yeah.
sexist. Guys, all right, that means for your last fighter, you guys are cutting Nick Diaz.
Yeah.
I'll take
Easy.
it. I think that was good. Yeah, I mean...
Honestly, I think you guys won this list. I think
I
you've
think
done
that's-
pretty well. You could...
Yeah.
would you compare Nick... No, Oliveira's done more than Nick Diaz. I think you guys have won this list. Well done.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, last thing we're going to do for today, we're doing heroes versus villains. We're going to be ranking the most loved and most hated fighters in UFC history. So we're going to be working together. We're going to be trying to figure out who they are. Guys, let's just who are some of the most loved guys and who are the most hated guys?
Poirier's loved.
Yeah. Yeah.
The man of the minute, we've got to put him here, right?
I'd say
This is the Poirier podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's up there. I'm trying to think of people who are more loved, but...
There might
recency
be some,
bias.
but right now, we've all just seen his tribute. Some of us might have gotten a little emotional. I know I was feeling a certain way, so I think that's a fair pick. Who else? I want to put Holloway up there as well, but
Yeah.
there could be.
I was thinking Volk.
Volk was
I
my
think
second.
Holloway is Volk. Everyone wants to see Volk do well. Let's
A lot
put
of
them
Max
down.
fans switched over and started liking Volk when
Yeah.
originally they hated him. So
And we can always change if we need. Who are some hated guys? Bilal.
yeah,
Bilal.
unironically Bilal.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Connor's a weird one because people loved Connor, but now
They love him
people
and
don't like
hate him.
Connor.
He can't
Yeah.
be in the loved category. I don't think we
Nah.
can put him there.
I think
Nah.
again, him and Connor are in the same category together. John Jones are in the same
It's
category
hard.
together.
I feel like Jones is probably easier to hate though, even though he's the GOAT
Yeah.
right now, especially.
Well,
I'm tempted-
Is pretty, makes
I'm
it
tempted to
cut, right?
'cause he's generally regarded as a bad guy as well, and he's embraced that. Feel like we could put him in hated,
Yeah.
especially now. after the
Now
Tom
is
thing,
definitely the time.
people really don't like him.
Oh,
Yeah.
who else?
I mean,
hated
Ankalaev's
guys.
another one, I feel. Going up against Pereira and with it just being against the cage in the clinch, I think upset a lot of people. Him just pinning Pereira for 5 rounds, I think, annoyed a lot of people. It is the sport,
Yeah.
it is what it is, but...
Yeah. It's hard because I think
I got
you're
one.
right. I think Ankalaev is really hated because he beat a lot of people's champ.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's very fair because he's just doing his job and he did deserve the win. I think it's not fair, but it is kind of true. Angus, did you have a? Yeah, this is all time.
Oh,
Josh Koscheck. People hated Josh Koscheck.
what's the history
He
there?
was a wanker.
How do you spell?
He was just Kosch.
Jock, save us.
Yeah.
Dude, how am I meant
Yeah.
to Google it if we can't spell it?
Yeah, true. He was a
We'll figure it
loudmouth. He was just, not very
Koscheck.
Josh Koscheck.
Check. Koscheck. So you're missing a C in between the S and the H.
Guys, we got him
Yeah.
down.
And then he fought GSP in Canada. And he's like, I'm going to destroy GSP. And he got dominated.
Nice.
Guys, I kind of want to put someone like DC in love.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
DC, GSP,
GSP as well.
KFC,
I can't think of any
UFC.
I can't think of any GSP haters.
Yeah, I would put GSP before DC. I think DC's great and loved. I actually, bit of a hot take, but I think recently DC's lost a bit of love, maybe.
Lost some steam.
Yeah, well, I think I love him, think he's great, but I think he has made some decisions recently that have been a bit questionable, like releasing the picture of Whittaker's injury to Chimaev. I know Whittaker really didn't want that in the public at all. But it was sent to DC privately, and then he uploaded it and put it everywhere.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't even
Hey,
notice
yikes.
that.
That's
He
poor
certainly
form.
hasn't lost any weight. That's for sure.
No. So for that, he
Yeah.
cannot be in the...
So, hated.
Look, hated. Like, shout out Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Well, loved by some, maybe. I don't know. Not saying
Yeah,
me.
loved by a small minority of people.
Yeah, definitely.
MMA guru,
minority.
maybe.
Yeah.
Who's that guy that was... He's like racially motivated. He's the mythical fighter who like...
Drew Dober?
Yeah, Drew Dober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mythical fighter. I feel like
Gets
certain
a
people might not like
100%
him.
power boost.
Jock, our UFC guru, Jock the producer, do you have any shout outs? Who you might think might be the most loved or hated guys out there? Names we're missing?
Yeah, give me a. I'm running through the Rolodex of all the UFC fighters I know.
I can think of.
Israel Adesanya, because who touches their dog like that?
True.
He's hated,
Yeah.
but he's also loved a lot.
Yeah, I kind of love him,
Paul
actually.
Daly was pretty hated. Like, it's kind of a sleeper. Not as many people were watching the sport back then. But he hit Koscheck with a mean right hook after the bell and immediately got cut from the UFC and was never allowed to fight again. So that doesn't help. But other than that, Izzy's not... People loved Izzy, but I didn't like Izzy because he beat Rob.
Yeah.
He can't go on either list. He's liked and hated. He's
Yeah.
quite polarizing.
I'm
Anderson Silva on loved.
One I was going to throw out there is Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. I think that's a good shout.
I think, and he's very likable. He's like a guy fighters love as well.
Yeah.
And now that he started YouTube, a lot of people know him, which is good.
Beautiful man. Yeah, like he's...
Oh, we're missing Colby Covington, boys.
Oh,
guys.
God. Yeah.
Guys.
yeah.
Guys.
He can
How
do
could
five.
What are
we
we doing?
possibly forget?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
The worst.
A lot of people loved him, but a lot of people didn't.
Ugh, horrible.
Guys, these are the most
I did
loved
not.
and hated fighters in the UFC. Some guys in here we can absolutely hate, especially Covington.
Covington referred to Brazilians as filthy animals. That's
In
fucked up.
Brazil. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is actually crazy.
Yep.
If we missed anyone, please let us know. Who is your most loved fighter and who is your most hated fighter? We definitely missed some, so let us know in the comments. But anyway, with that being said, that is the end of the episode. That is the end of our list. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you for joining us. Anything from you guys before we wrap up?
Keep shining bright, boys.
True. I was just going to make a real quick comment about Colby Covington. I think it's hilarious that he claims that he's Trump's favorite fighter or something, but I don't think Trump's actually heard of him. And Trump has said many times his favorite fighter is Khabib, which is a Russian guy, not even American. So
Crazy Cole.
yeah, very funny. Anyway, yeah, shine bright, you know.
The best is blessed, though. The best is still blessed.
The best are still blessed. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us. You'll be hearing from us next Monday following the Whittaker and DeRuyter fight night. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys all soon. Bye.
See you, boys.
That's it.